Los Angeles, California. April 12, Friday night, Staples Center. Friday night, Staples Center. 18,997 people packed into the arena. Lakers versus Warriors. A game that matters more than anyone realizes. Not just for playoff positioning, not just for pride, but because what happens in the next 4 minutes will define Kobe Bryant's entire career. Will crystallize everything he's ever been, everything he's ever believed about himself, about pain, about what it means to refuse to quit. The clock shows 3:08 left in the game. Lakers up by 2. Kobe brings the ball up the court. He's exhausted, not normal game tired, something deeper, something wrong. His body has been screaming at him for weeks. His legs are heavy. His Achilles tendon, that thick rope of tissue connecting his calf to his heel, has been tight, inflamed, angry. But Kobe Bryant doesn't listen to his body. Never has. The body is just a vehicle. The mind drives. The will commands. He's 34 years old, playing his 17th NBA season. He's played more minutes this season than anyone in the league. 3,105 minutes in 78 games, averaging 45 minutes per game at age 34 when most players his age are resting, managing loads, preserving their bodies for the playoffs. But the Lakers are desperate. Dwight Howard is inconsistent. Pau Gasol is struggling. Steve Nash is injured. If the Lakers are making the playoffs, it's because Kobe Bryant is carrying them there on his back, on his legs, on that Achilles tendon that's been warning him for months. Every doctor, every trainer, every person who understands the human body has told him the same thing. You're playing too much. You need to rest. You're 34. Your body can't handle this workload. You're going to get hurt. Kobe's response has been the same every time. I'll rest when I'm dead. But in the next 20 seconds, Kobe's body would teach him a lesson his mind refused to accept. Kobe crosses half court. Harrison Barnes is guarding him. Young player. 20 years old. Fresh legs. Kobe doesn't care. He's seen 1,000 Harrison Barnes in his career. Young defenders who think they can stop him. They all learn the same lesson eventually. Kobe attacks. Drive to the basket. Not explosive like he used to be. Not the young Kobe who could jump over defenders. This is old Kobe. Crafty Kobe. Using footwork, angles, body control, 20 years of experience compressed into every step. Barnes stays in front. Good defense. Kobe spins, creates space, goes up for the shot. That's when it happens. 308 on the clock. Lakers up 100-98. Kobe Bryant plants his left foot to elevate. His Achilles tendon, that tendon that's been holding on by sheer force of will, that's been compensating for thousands of minutes of punishment, that's been screaming warnings nobody listened to, finally gives up. It doesn't tear slowly, doesn't gradually fail. It ruptures, completely. Like a rubber band stretched past its breaking point. 1 second it's intact, the next second it's severed. The pop is audible. Players on the court hear it. People in the crowd near courtside hear it. A sharp, wet crack. The sound of something that was whole becoming broken. Kobe lands on his left foot, collapses, goes down in a heap on the baseline. Both hands grab his left leg. His face contorts. Not pain, not yet. Shock, confusion. For the first time in his career, Kobe Bryant's body has completely failed him. Not fatigue, not a minor injury he can play through. Complete structural failure. Gary Vitti, the Lakers' head trainer, sprints onto the court. He's been with Kobe for 17 years, treated every injury, every sprain, every broken finger, every knee issue. He knows Kobe's body better than anyone. Takes one look at how Kobe's holding his leg, sees the expression on Kobe's face, and knows immediately what happened. Don't move, Vitti says. Stay down. Kobe's breathing hard, fast, shallow breaths. His mind is processing, trying to understand, trying to deny. That couldn't have been what it felt like. That couldn't have been the pop everyone fears. That couldn't have been his Achilles tendon snapping like a cheap guitar string. But he knows. Deep down in that place where truth lives before denial can cloud it, Kobe Bryant knows exactly what just happened. He ruptured his Achilles, the injury that ends careers, the injury that takes 12 months to recover from, the injury that players never fully come back from. At 34 years old, in the middle of a playoff push, Kobe Bryant's body just quit on him. The referee blows the whistle. Foul on Harrison Barnes. Kobe was shooting. 2 free throws. Gary Vitti looks at the referee in disbelief. He can't shoot free throws. He needs to come out. The referee shrugs. If he can't shoot them, we'll put in a substitute. But he gets the chance if he wants it. Vitti looks down at Kobe. You're done. I'm getting the stretcher. And this is the moment. This is where Kobe Bryant's entire philosophy, his entire identity, his entire understanding of what separates champions from everyone else, gets tested in the most brutal way possible. Kobe looks up at Vitti. His face is pale, sweat pouring down, pain starting to register now. Deep throbbing, nauseating pain. The kind of pain that makes grown men cry. The kind of pain that makes professional athletes who've played through broken bones and torn ligaments say, "Get me out of here." Kobe says 3 words, "Help me up." What happened in the next 90 seconds would become the most debated moment in sports history. Bravery or stupidity. Gary Vitti shakes his head. "Kobe, you can't. Your Achilles is torn. You need to help me up." Not a request, a command. Vitti knows that tone, knows that look in Kobe's eyes. He's seen it 1,000 times. The look that says, "I don't care what's logical. I don't care what's smart. I don't care what the consequences are. This is what's happening." Vitti helps him up. The crowd realizes what's happening. 18,997 people watching Kobe Bryant, clearly injured, being helped to his feet. A buzz goes through the arena. Confusion, concern. Nobody understands what he's doing. Kobe stands on his right leg, all his weight on one side. His left leg, the injured leg, is barely touching the ground, just toes on the floor for balance. No weight, can't put weight on it. The Achilles tendon is what allows you to push off, to plantar flex your foot, to walk normally. Without it, your foot is just dead weight hanging off your ankle. But Kobe Bryant is standing. The trainer tries one more time. "Kobe, this is crazy. You're going to make it worse. Let me get the chair." Kobe doesn't respond, just starts limping toward the free throw line. The arena goes silent. Not quiet, silent. 18,997 people holding their breath, watching something that shouldn't be happening. Watching a man with a completely ruptured Achilles tendon hobble toward the free throw line because he refuses to be carried off. Because being carried off means submission, means his body beat his will. And Kobe Bryant has spent 34 years proving that will beats everything. Each step is agony. His left foot drags behind him. He can't lift it properly, can't push off, just dragging it like a broken piece of equipment still attached to his body. His face is a mask of concentration, not pain, concentration. He's somewhere else mentally, gone to that place he always goes when things are impossible. That place where pain is just information that can be ignored, where the body is just an obstacle the mind must overcome. Staples Center is dead silent, except for the squeak of Kobe's one working sneaker on the hardwood and the dragging sound of his injured foot following behind. Teammates are standing on the sideline, frozen. Pau Gasol has his hands over his mouth. Steve Nash is shaking his head slowly. Dwight Howard looks away. Can't watch. It's too much, too painful, too visceral. Mike D'Antoni, the Lakers coach, doesn't call timeout, should call timeout, should sub Kobe out, should do what every coach would do in this situation, but he doesn't. Because even he understands this moment is bigger than basketball. This is Kobe Bryant teaching everyone what his mentality actually looks like when everything is on the line. Kobe reaches the free throw line, stands there, all his weight on his right leg, left leg barely touching the floor. He bounces the ball once, twice, 3 times, his pre-free throw routine. The same routine he's done 10,000 times in his career. Muscle memory taking over even as one of the major muscles is completely destroyed. But what Kobe was thinking during these free throws would later make teammates question everything they knew about him. The referee hands him the ball. Kobe looks at the basket, 15 feet away, same distance he's shot from 1,000,000 times, in practice, in games, in his driveway as a kid. The easiest shot in basketball, the shot you take when your body is screaming, when you're exhausted, when you can barely stand, except this time he can't stand. Not really, not properly. This is what's running through Kobe's mind. Every person in this arena is watching. Every person who ever doubted me is watching. Every person who said I'm too old, said I should rest, said I'm playing too many minutes, said my body can't handle it, they're all watching right now. And this is my answer. This is always my answer. You don't tell me what I can't do. My body doesn't tell me what I can't do. Pain doesn't tell me what I can't do. I decide. I've always decided. When I was 6 years old in Italy, and the Italian kids said I'm too American to play with them, I decided they were wrong. When I was 17 and NBA scouts said I'm too young, I decided they were wrong. When Shaq left and everyone said I can't win without him, I decided they were wrong. When my Achilles tendon decided to quit on me tonight, I'm deciding it's wrong. I shoot these free throws, not because it's smart, not because it's safe, because if I get carried off this court, if I let them put me on a stretcher, if I let my body beat me, then everything I've ever believed about myself is a lie. The Mamba mentality is a lie. Every young player who idolizes me and thinks I'm different, it's all a lie. But if I stand here on one leg and make these free throws, then everyone knows, everyone understands. Kobe Bryant doesn't submit, not to opponents, not to circumstances, not even to his own body. This might end my career. This might be the last free throw I ever take, so it better be perfect. Kobe raises the ball. His shooting form is perfect. Textbook, right elbow in, follow through. The upper body hasn't changed. Only the foundation is broken. Only the platform is destroyed. But the mechanics, 20 years of repetition, those are still there. He shoots. The ball arcs through the air. Perfect rotation. Perfect trajectory. Swish. Lakers 101. Warriors 98. The crowd erupts. Not a cheer. A roar. A primal emotional roar of people witnessing something they'll tell their grandchildren about. The moment Kobe Bryant made a free throw on a torn Achilles, the referee hands him the ball for the second shot. Kobe bounces it. Once, twice, 3 times. Same routine. His left leg is trembling now. The adrenaline is starting to wear off. The pain is starting to break through. His body is screaming at him. Every nerve, every pain receptor, every survival instinct is yelling, "Stop, get off this leg. You're making it worse." Kobe doesn't care. He raises the ball. Same perfect form, same mechanics, same routine, as if everything is normal, as if his Achilles tendon isn't completely severed, as if he's not standing on one leg shooting the most painful free throw in NBA history. Years later, the team doctor would reveal what would have happened if Kobe had fallen during these free throws. He shoots. Swish. Lakers 102. Warriors 98. The arena explodes. People are crying. Not because of the free throws themselves, they're just 2 points. People are crying because they just witnessed the physical manifestation of everything Kobe Bryant has preached for 17 years. That the mind controls the body. That pain is weakness leaving. That you don't quit ever under any circumstances. Kobe turns toward the bench. Starts limping back. Each step is harder than the last. The adrenaline is crashing now. The pain is overwhelming. His vision is starting to tunnel. He's going into shock. His body's shutting down non-essential systems to deal with the trauma. Gary Vitti and 2 medical staff members rush onto the court with a wheelchair. This time Kobe doesn't argue. Lets them help him sit down. Lets them wheel him off the court. Because he did what he came to do. Made the free throws. Proved the point. Now the body can have what it wants. As they wheel him toward the tunnel, Kobe raises his right hand to the crowd. Acknowledgement. Thanks. Goodbye. Nobody in that arena knows it, but they just watched Kobe Bryant's last meaningful moment as a Laker. He'll come back from this injury. We'll play 41 more games over the next 2 years. But it won't be the same. The Achilles injury will rob him of his explosiveness, his lateral quickness, his lift. He'll be a shadow of himself. And he knows it. Sitting in that wheelchair, being pushed into the tunnel, Kobe Bryant knows his career effectively just ended. But he went out on his terms, standing, fighting, refusing to submit. In the locker room, they cut off his shoe. His ankle is already swollen to twice its normal size. Purple, grotesque. The medical staff is horrified. Dr. Steve Lombardo, the team physician, examines it and looks at Vitti. He walked on this. Dr. Lombardo asks quietly. Walked to the free throw line, made both shots. That's not possible. The Achilles is completely ruptured. Completely. There's no structural support. Walking on it, shooting free throws, he could have fallen, could have torn it further, could have damaged the nerve permanently. Vitti shrugs. Yeah, I told him. And he's Kobe Bryant. But the real story wasn't the injury. It was what Kobe said to Pau Gasol in the training room. 20 minutes later, Pau Gasol comes into the training room. Kobe's lying on the table, IV in his arm, pain medication starting to work. His eyes are closed, but he's not asleep, just processing, dealing with the reality that his body finally betrayed him. Kobe, Pau says quietly. Kobe opens his eyes. We win. Yeah, Kobe can see it in his eyes. They've been teammates for 6 years, won 2 championships together. Brothers. And Pau just watched his brother destroy himself, trying to carry a team that should have been helping him. Why? Pau asks. Why did you shoot those free throws? You could have made it so much worse. Kobe stares at the ceiling for a long moment. Then he says something that Pau will never forget. Because someone was watching. What? Somewhere. Right now, there's a 13-year-old kid watching this game. Maybe he's in Los Angeles, maybe he's in China, maybe he's in Italy. Doesn't matter where, but he's watching, and he's going through something hard. Maybe his parents are getting divorced. Maybe he's getting bullied at school. Maybe he's dealing with something we can't imagine. But he's going through it, and he doesn't know if he's strong enough to handle it. He doesn't know if he can keep going. Kobe turns to look at Pau, and tonight that kid watched Kobe Bryant tear his Achilles tendon and still make 2 free throws. And now he knows. He knows that no matter how bad it hurts, no matter how impossible it seems, you can still do what needs to be done. You can still finish. You can still win. That kid will remember this moment for the rest of his life. And 20 years from now, when he's going through something hard, he'll remember that Kobe Bryant didn't quit, and maybe, just maybe, that memory will give him the strength to not quit either. Pau is quiet, absorbing this, understanding that Kobe didn't shoot those free throws for the 2 points, didn't do it for the win, did it for people he'll never meet, people who need proof that the human will is stronger than the human body. That's why I did it, Kobe says, because someone was watching, someone needed to see it, and I'm the only one who could show them. The surgery happened 3 days later, but what the surgeon found shocked even him. 3 days later, surgery. Kobe Bryant is under anesthesia. Dr. Neil Elatrach, one of the world's leading orthopedic surgeons, is repairing the Achilles, or trying to. When he opens up the ankle, what he finds is worse than the MRI suggested. The Achilles isn't just torn, it's shredded, completely destroyed. The tendon looks like it's been deteriorating for months. Micro tears, inflammation, degeneration. This injury didn't happen on April 12th. It's been building for years. Every game Kobe played through pain. Every practice when he should have rested. Every time trainers told him to take a day off and he refused. It all led to this. Dr. Elatrach repairs what he can, uses cadaver tissue to reinforce the damaged area, does everything modern medicine can do. But when he's done, he knows the truth. Kobe will come back, will play again, but it won't be the same. Can't be the same. The foundation is broken. After surgery, Dr. Elatrach visits Kobe in recovery. Kobe's still groggy but awake. How bad? Kobe asks. Bad. Worst Achilles injury I've seen in 30 years. The tendon was already damaged. Had been for a while. Playing 45 minutes a game at age 34. Kobe, your body was telling you to stop. I know. Then why didn't you listen? Kobe looks at the doctor. Because the Lakers needed me. Because Dwight wasn't ready. Because Nash was hurt. Because if I stopped, we don't make the playoffs. And I've never missed the playoffs. Not once in 17 years. So I kept going. And yeah, maybe I pushed too hard. Maybe I should have rested. But you want to know the truth? What's that? I'd do it again. Exactly the same way. Because that's what it means to be Kobe Bryant. You don't preserve yourself. You don't manage your minutes. You don't save anything for later. You give everything, every single night, until there's nothing left to give. And when your body finally quits, at least you know you didn't quit first. But the comeback story everyone expected would reveal something darker about Kobe's obsession. The recovery is brutal. 12 months of physical therapy. 12 months of pain. 12 months of Kobe Bryant, who hasn't taken a day off in 20 years, sitting on the sideline watching other people play basketball. It breaks him mentally. Not the physical pain. The mental torture of being useless, of being broken, of being limited. Kobe Bryant's entire identity is built on being unlimited, on refusing to accept boundaries. And now his body has imposed a boundary he can't overcome with willpower. He attacks the rehab the same way he attacked everything else in his life. 4 hours a day in the gym, 6 days a week, pushing his physical therapist to let him do more, go harder, come back faster. The therapist keeps saying the same thing. Kobe, you need to let it heal. If you rush this, you'll re-tear it. Kobe's response, then I'll tear it again. But I'm not waiting. November 2013, 7 months after the injury, Kobe returns to play. Too early. Every medical professional says too early. But the Lakers are struggling. They need him. And Kobe Bryant has never let his team struggle while he sat comfortable on the bench. He plays 6 games. 6 games where everyone can see he's not right. He's slow. He can't explode. Can't elevate. Can't change direction. He's Kobe Bryant's mind in someone else's body. Game 7. December 17, 2013. Kobe drives to the basket. Plants his right foot. Something pops. He's done it again. Not the Achilles this time. The knee. Lateral tibial plateau fracture. Another season-ending injury. Another surgery. Another year of recovery. This time sitting in the locker room after the diagnosis, Kobe Bryant cries. Not from pain. From understanding. His body is telling him something his mind refuses to accept. You're done. It's over. You can't will your way through this. The body has limits. And you found yours.
But what happened in the next 2 years would prove Kobe's free throws weren't bravery, they were prophecy. He comes back again. 2014-15 season, plays 35 games, averages 22 points, shooting 37%, worst efficiency of his career. His body is betraying him every night. The explosiveness is gone. The quickness is gone. All that's left is the mind, the skill, the 20 years of experience. But in the NBA, if your body can't execute what your mind knows, you're just a coach on the court. Final season, 2015-16, the farewell tour. Every arena gives him standing ovations. Every city honors him. Every young player asks for his jersey. They're celebrating what he was, what he represented. But Kobe knows the truth. He's a ghost playing basketball. The spirit is there. The will is there. But the body quit 2 years ago on April 12, 2013. Final game. Lakers vs. Jazz, Staples Center. Sold out. Everyone wants to see Kobe's last game. Nobody expects what's about to happen. Kobe plays 42 minutes, at age 37, on a destroyed body, on legs that should have quit years ago, and he scores 60 points, 60, in his final game, after 2 season-ending injuries, after his body has betrayed him repeatedly. How? Because Kobe Bryant taught his body the lesson 2 years ago. I decide when we're done. Not you. I decide. And on this night his body listened one last time. After the game, the microphone is handed to him. 18,997 people waiting to hear his final words. Kobe looks around the arena. Emotional, raw, real. He says Mamba out. 2 words. That's all. Because Kobe Bryant never needed many words. His game did the talking. His will did the talking. His refusal to quit did the talking. But standing there looking at the crowd, Kobe thinks about April 12, 2013. Thinks about those 2 free throws. Thinks about Pau asking why. And he understands something now that he didn't understand then. Those free throws weren't about the Lakers, weren't about the playoffs, weren't even about proving his toughness. Those free throws were about this moment. April 13, 2016. 3 years later, standing on the same court, saying goodbye. If he had let them carry him off in 2013, if he had submitted to the wheelchair without shooting those free throws, then tonight wouldn't mean the same thing. But because he walked to that line, because he made those shots, because he refused to let his body decide when he was done, because of all that, he got to stand here tonight and decide for himself. Mamba out, on his terms, standing, undefeated. 5 years after retirement, Kobe does an interview. The reporter asks about April 12, 2013, about the free throws, about whether he regrets it, whether the damage he did by walking on a torn Achilles shortened his career. Kobe thinks for a long time. Here's what I know, he finally says. If I don't shoot those free throws, I play maybe 2 more years. Maybe my body holds up better. Maybe I win another championship. Maybe. But I also spend the rest of my life wondering if I quit. Wondering if I chose comfort over competition. Wondering if, when it mattered most, I was soft. Instead, I know. I know that when my body gave up, I didn't. I know that pain couldn't stop me. Fear couldn't stop me. Impossible couldn't stop me. And every young player who watched that moment learned the same lesson I learned when I was a kid watching Jordan. Greatness isn't about talent. It's about refusing to accept limitations. The reporter asks, but you could barely walk for a year. Was it worth it? Kobe smiles. Let me ask you this. What's more valuable? 2 healthy years of good basketball? Or 1 moment that defines everything you believe? 1 moment that proves everything you've been saying for 20 years? 1 moment that every person watching will remember forever. I chose the moment. I'd choose it again. Because in 20 years nobody will remember if we made the 2013 playoffs. But everyone will remember that Kobe Bryant shot free throws on a torn Achilles. And some kid somewhere dealing with something impossible will remember it too. And maybe, just maybe, it'll give him the strength to not quit. That's worth more than 2 years of basketball. That's worth everything. The truth is simple. Pain is temporary. Legacy is forever. On April 12, 2013, Kobe Bryant's body quit on him. But Kobe Bryant didn't quit back. And in those 90 seconds, limping to the free throw line, making 2 shots that didn't matter for the score but mattered for everything else, he taught the world what the Mamba mentality actually means. It's not about talent, not about skill, not about being the best. It's about refusing to let anything, pain, fear, injury, age, logic, common sense, your own body tell you what you can't do. Who's telling you what you can't do right now? What pain are you letting stop you? What limitation are you accepting? Because somewhere, Kobe Bryant shot 2 free throws on a completely ruptured Achilles tendon. And if he can do that, what's your excuse?